In the heart of St. Louis's garment district sits the Collective Thread, a company with a big heart that has collectively helped scores of women learn a marketable trade.
The mission here at the Collective Thread is to create beautiful things to impact our communities and our world. And in 2015, we started a sewing program in East Africa with the focus of giving women a marketable skill to a living wage. And we were also working with immigrants and refugees here in St. Louis, and they started asking us about our program in East Africa, and they said, wouldn't it be great if we had that here? And so we began to explore that and look into, well, maybe we should keep elevating our program and do some more industrial style training and get some design services and be able to service the community with apparel manufacturing. And so that's what we did.
One of the things I found is that there is just no shortage of energy and commitment to this project, to working out issues that exist with people who don't speak your own language, with various religions. To have that wonderful mesh of people and enthusiasm here is a real joy.
We have such a diverse group of people here at the Collective Thread. I mean, we have people from Morocco and East Africa, and we have women from Afghanistan. We've had women come through our classes from Syria. And so we really have old and young, very diverse people that work here and have classes here. And that's a real passion of mine because I typically, was living in my little bubble. And I just thought I want to get beyond my own little bubble and reach out. And how do we break down the divide in St. Louis is by being in the city where we are here on Garment Row, to be a presence and serve the fashion community here, and then also serve the immigrant and refugee community here. And so we really see we are breaking down those barriers here at the Collective Thread.
Sagi never thought she would go from being a biotech genetic engineer to a clothing designer until she took time off to be a mom.
In the meantime, I still do some other things that my love is, the passion's fashion. So that's the Collective Thread comes into this journey. It was just one of the, unexpected, wonderful experience for me.
Collective Thread's mission has grown to become a twofold operation, part teaching and part small batch manufacturing.
Many people in the fashion ecosystem here in St. Louis have talked about bringing fashion back to St. Louis. But one of the things that we lack to be able to do that is a skilled workforce. You can't have designers without sewers. And we believe our cut and sew facility will be the kind of foundation for that to grow.
I feel like the experience I'm getting here is just something I could never get anywhere else. I was an accountant, and during that time I didn't feel fulfilled creatively, so I was taking classes on the side. And then I got the opportunity to volunteer at the Collective Thread. And I just discovered my true passion. I was able to work on the industrial machines and learn the pattern making software and all these things that I just feel I could have never learned in a classroom setting. And it was so amazing.
The class was, started with the basic, but then we had to develop our own design model. We saw them, because many schools, they'll do everything on the board, but they never do by hand. So this place, they give you all the materials, you make sketches and doing the absolute things. And then at the end, you do your own model runway show.
It's been a challenge. I mean, we were at a small 1,000 square foot space in the Central West End. We moved here in January of 2020. So we were just out of the gate when COVID hit. And so it was really kind of a scary time, but then we also started seeing an emerging opportunity that our community needed PPE. And so we quickly pivoted and we started making masks. And we actually were able to keep our women employed.
Part of the retooling process was applying for and receiving a grant from the Missouri Department of Economic Development as part of the U.S. CARES Act. With this grant, they were able to purchase a special cutting machine.
This kind of equipment speeds up your productivity, and if you have to cut everything by hand, then the cost of the product is not going to make it saleable.
So we do all manual cutting right now. So we may have an order where we might be able to cut 80, 70 pieces a day. But with the Gerber cutting technology, we can cut almost 400 pieces in the same time that we can cut 70 to 80 pieces. It's just really amazing to me to see that, you know, a sewing manufacturing facility is essential. It's still needed in the community. It's still vital. So we know we have a service that we can provide not only to our community, which will give employment opportunities, but it also is economic development to be bringing business into St. Louis from around the country.
It's just with the small business environment and the women and just like the culture and everything, you can feel so open to like be able to just be creative and ask questions and just get hands-on teaching experience. And I don't think that there's anywhere else that I could get that experience.